16 comes to you live from Sacremento, California to present another exciting edition of Chao Racing 2017. And here is the host that Spitfire King, Mr. Brandon Channing. Hello Sacramento, are you ready for Chao Racing 2017? Yes we are, and hello dear fans at home. Welcome to week 16 of Chao Racing 2017. If you haven't watched last week's season return show, you promised it will be exciting one. But we promise you, it will be even more exciting here in Sacramento than what we did in Chicago. So Paul, let's get started underway. Who do we have for our first race of the day? Well, Brandon, starting off week 16 for race number 1 on the men's division segment, we have Luke Green, Aaron Holmes, the great Louis Charleston, and Jerry Lyon, the walking top boy. A win by Luke Green will make him at the 500 mark. Aaron Holmes still searching for his first win of the season. Louis Charleston looks for his second. Jerry Lyon looks for his third. So let's see if Luke Green will reach the 500 mark, or if any of the other three superstars will get back on the right track towards making a cut for next season. And there's what we're going to line up for this race. And let's send it down to the field to start week 16. The fans of Sacramento are all pumped up and ready to go, and the players are ready to go. So without further ado, everyone's on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go. With week 16 here in Sacramento, California. It's a beautiful day for our Chao Racing here in Sacramento, part of the Golden State, home of many great goals. Right now, the fans are cheering on the first couple of superstars as they shake the palm trees, and now they're going to eat the food. And Louis Charleston's scoreless. That means he's going to be left behind in the competition for him. The other three Chao are rushing through the bridges, with Jerry Lyon in the lead at the current one. And it looks like Luke Green and Aaron Holmes are heading for the water as Luke Green takes the opening toss for week 16 action here on Chao Racing 2017. He and Luke Green, he and Aaron Holmes are heading for the water. And number 8 is Sacremento. He's going to be left behind in the competition all the way back. As Speedbus number 2 of this race, as number 1 goes best, Speedbus number 2 of this race went made by Aaron Holmes, who was battling with Luke Green, and he continues to catch up to Luke Green up in the front. Meanwhile, Jerry Lyon and the great Louis Charleston are battling for 3rd place in the middle of the pack. And who will get the next command Speedbus? It is number 2, that's who. He dominates over the 4th Chao at the current one. Number 8, meanwhile, is getting all alone in last place, behind numbers 1 and 7. Number 8 really needs to get a lot of Speedbus, and I mean now. But who really got the next command Speedbus? We're about to find right now. It's number 7 who gets the next command Speedbus, thus leaving number 1 left behind in 7th. And back up at front, it's a competition for the ages. All 4 Chao are closing in on each other. Which one will prevail at the very end when they get to the home stretch? We'll soon know, as the great Louis Charleston takes the next command Speedbus, trying to take the lead from his opponents. And back in the back, numbers 1 and 8 are both getting left behind, battling for dear life all the way in the back. I don't think either one will get a Speedbus every now and then. Next Speedbus belongs to the walkie talk boy, Jerry Lyon, and Aaron Holmes scored that, so he's pretty left behind in 4th place. Now Aaron Holmes needs to get a lot of catching up to do. Right now it is Louis Charleston and Luke Green and Jerry Lyon who are battling for the lead up in the front, as number 2 continues his domination over the 4th Chao as he takes another turn. That makes his next Speedbus race, and I do believe Luke Green is going to reach the 500 mark after something for a while. Yep, he's going to lead the competitors in the dust as number 2 takes back-to-back Speedbus, and number 1's getting all along last place. Luke Green holds up the competition to improve to 500. What a deal. Number 1 is what I'm saying. And Luke Green is now 99 in his 18 races so far. Now he's at 500, right? That's right, and there's more than that coming up, so stay tuned. Alright, let's move on to race number 2. Race number 2 will feature one half of our defending tag team champion, Chris Knuckles, along with the steel coated Aaron Miller, the Bobby Mater, Bobby K, and Nick Simon. And from what I heard in the previous 2 weeks recently, the last couple of victories for the steel coated Aaron Miller were surely a must-win situation, and he sure gets them done. Will he get another victory this week? We'll soon know, and there's a look at the lineup. take a look at how the Chao form in this situation. And here we go, everyone's on the clock, and let's rock this place! Alright, so the next 4 superstars are on their way, with Elmo seeming to leaning over the 4 Chao at the current moment. And it looks like a couple of silver Chao are going best all the way in back, so these 2 Chao are going to be left behind, numbers 1 and 8 to be exact. So numbers 1 and 8 are going to be left behind in the competition. And there goes the steel curtain Elmo. He's going to be first to approach the bridges. Bobby K and Chris Reynolds are right on their tail, battling for second. And it looks like Aaron Miller's going to be heading for the water. As the first superstar to get speed boost is number 7, who's also heading for the water, trying to maintain ground over the 4th Super Chao. And number 2 is for the rest. So he's split to join number 1 for D-Life. As Bobby member, Bobby K gets speed boost number 2 in his face, trying to hold on Chris Reynolds over at the bridges. Right on the steel curtain, Aaron Mills looking for another easy victory after he struggled with only 1 win heading into summer break. I think he should be able to get another win easily, don't you think? As we head back into Bobby K, the bottom mayor of Chao Racing 2013, currently leading over the rest of the Silver Chao in 2nd place. Meanwhile, Chris Reynolds and Nick Taiwan are getting left behind in the competition. And number 1 pause is going to better to drop down to last place. Who got the next command speed bus? It's back to number 7 we go. That makes it 2nd speed bus race. Now battling with the Bobby Miller, Bobby K for 2nd place. Right now it is the steel curtain Aaron Miller, who's going to be the first to approach the wall. I don't think anyone will have a chance to catch up to him in a hurry. Yep, Aaron Miller's going to get another easy win by the way it looks at it. Yep. Next race belongs to Nick Taiwan, and he got over that one, but I don't think he'll win this one. I highly doubt he'll get any wins during the rest of the season, don't you think? Anyway, number 2 is getting left behind in the competition, and Bobby K is with us, as he will get the next command speed bus. Now trying to lead, that's his first speed bus race, but Aaron Miller has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. No one is going to catch up to him in a hurry. He is going to be first to approach home stretch, as the Bobby Mayor gets back-to-back speed bus for the 2nd time in this race, making his 4th speed bus race. But the winner of this assigned race is, it's going to be Aaron Miller by the way he looks at it, and next time one has no hope for surviving whatsoever, as Aaron Miller holds on the competition to secure an easy one deal. As Bobby K will get a 3rd consecutive speed bus, making his 5th speed bus race, but he'll only win in 2nd place. Looks like Chris Reynolds could barely hold on Nick Taiwan for 3rd place. I don't think we'll have time for another speed bus. Yeah, that is indeed it. So, Aaron Miller gets another easy victory. You betcha. I wonder how the rest of the season will fare. We'll soon know. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, the champ is with us this week. That's right, that's exactly what we have for race number 3, as Chao Pickles takes on Tommy Days, Alvin Jr., and Gordon Lambert in this next contest. Chao currently has 11 wins, the other 3 superstars looking to rebound with 5 wins. Let's see who will win this one. Good luck to the 4 participants, and let's have a Chao race! And Big Cherry dominates the rest. So Chao Pickles only has to worry about Alvin Jr. and Gordon Lambert up in the front. As the 3 Chao make their way towards the palm trees. And here comes that coconut-shaped fruit dropping down from the tropical tree. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Alvin Jr. busting down the line. Chao is right on his tail. Gordon Lambert decided to dance to the beat, getting left behind. As number 7, who gets his speed bus in time, takes the winning toss. Now trying to leave the yellow competitors in the dust. And Big Cherry Days is dancing to the beat. So he's going to be all over last place for a while. As speed bus number 2 in this race, as number 8 goes to rest. Speed bus number 2 in this race will be made by number 2, who's trying to hold on number 8 and Big Cherry Days. Aim for D-Life all the way in the bitches. Chao Pickles better hurry up if he wants to get another win towards fulfilling his road to repeat. Right now it looks like number 7 is leading over Alvin Jr. Of course he has the best position so far, as the next speed is made by number 8, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Number 7 is trying to defend the lead over Alien Jr. and Gordon Lambert, who is catching up to those two in a hurry. Right now, Alien Jr. is trying to get another win towards making the cut for next season, as number 2 gets the number 10, making his second previous race. Now trying to lead out Big Cherry Terminates and number 8 for the second time in this race. Poor number 8 is getting left behind in the competition. Number 2 also really needs help, but I don't think either one will get speeders every now and then. Next speeders belongs to number 7, who's trying to regain the lead over Alien Jr. Right now, Alien Jr. is leading over the competition. And look at that, Alien Jr. responsible. Wow, number 7 really needed that speeders. He now regains control of the lead for the second time in this race. As number 1, we'll get a turn now. Now trying to catch up to Gordon Lambert for dear life. A couple Stuart Chao and Gordon Lambert got fighting for dear life all the way back. Let's see who's going to get the next command for us. This thing's going to be made by the male fusionist, Chao He doesn't need to go to rest. He's trying to catch up to Alien Jr. in a hurry. Alien Jr. trying to defend the lead for the second time in this race over Chao at the home stretch. And who will get the next one? We're about to buy right now. It's going to be none other than Big Cherry himself, Tommy Days, who's flying down the aisles. There's always next time for Tommy Days, don't you think? Anyway, Alien Jr. should hold on to the lead right now as Tommy Days gets back to XPS, but I do believe he's going to retain 4th place behind Chao Pickles. Yep. As Alien Jr. wins an easy one. He is back on track towards coming back next season. What a deal. Chao Pickles a little disappointed with the loss. He'll win eventually. I highly doubt it. But anyway, Alien Jr. gets the win. Let's hope the rest of the season will fail for Alien Jr. Back in a bit to knock away. Alright, who do we have next? Race number 4 will feature Vince Dayson, Donald Rennings, Benoit Chartier from the Luck of the Irish, and Alex Markinson. There's the lineup for this race, and the fans are ready, so let's get to it. Go up to the 4 of them, everyone's on the clock, and let's rock this place! Okay, the next 4 stars are trying to get the lucky touch to earn a win towards qualifying for the 2018 playoffs, or most certainly the Chao for the 18th season roster. Let's see how the rest of the race will fare. And it looks like Benoit Chartier is dancing to the beat. And there goes Alex Markinson. He's going to have to come in, I believe, up in the front with Vince Dayson and Donald Rennings right on their tail, as Donald Rennings was the only cause this time. Started taking pictures at the current point. Right now, Benoit Chartier and number 2 are getting left behind, with number 2 way behind in the competition. And it looks like Benoit Chartier is going to be heading for the water. As speed race number 2 of this race will be made by number 1, who's trying to lead numbers 2 and 7 in the dust over at the bridges. It's Alex Markinson who's leaning over Vince Dayson and Donald Rennings, but keep in mind that Donald Rennings is an excellent swimmer, well over 2,500 points in his swimming ability. Let's see how it fails. And who got the next command for us? It is Benoit Chartier, who's catching up in 4th place, but at least he's leaving the other search out in the dust. By now, back in the back as he passed the 1-minute mark. Number 8 is way behind, but number 7 is the real deal, who is way behind in the competition. And number 2 passes for one as Vince Dayson will get the next command. Viewers try desperately to catch up to his opponents in a hurry. He doesn't want to be left behind, whereby Alex Markinson, who is leading over Donald Rennings at the current point. We'll soon know who will be fortunate enough to win this one. Next just belongs to number 2, and now he leads over the 4th to Chao, and point number 7 is getting last place. He wants to get a couple of speed runs and he wants to get back in this one, but it's Vince Dayson who gets the next command speed runs. That makes his second speed runs of the race, trying to catch up with our leader. And look at that, he's going to have command of the lead because Benoit Chartier is going to rest. As Alex Markinson will get the next command speed runs, But it looks like Darwin's going to lead the competition in the dust as he swims like crazy and heading into the goal line. Donald Bennings prepares another easy victory. Another swimming ability by Donald Bennings, and it paid off. What a deal. And number 1 will get another turn, making his second speed race, and I do believe that is going to do it. Number 7 can just forget about this race. He is going home. And that is indeed it. With Donald Bennings' victory, he is now one step closer to reaching a shot into the 2018 title. That's why he's doing pretty good with my Elizabeth, and there's more stuff coming up after we hear one from this. Alright, welcome back. This next race is going to feature our current leader, right, Paul? That's right, our current leader is the license to drive out here in Senior. Today he'll be taking on John Miller, the youngest of the 4 Millers, Gary Coles, and Frank Valentino. As we can see, this one will feature the Golden Chao, so they're going to need a lot of help from the fans to make the pass from those Golden Chao. I know they're pretty smart, but I know they can do it no matter what happens. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Best of luck to the 4 players, and please start the race! And it looks like John Miller's going to race. That means out here in Senior, Gary Coles and Frank Valentino will have the opening edge up in the front of the pack. Right now, they're trying to catch up with the 4 Golden Chao at the moment. Trying desperately to get back in this one. Come on, fans, we need your help cheering on our favorite superstars. And right now, the 3 Chao are going to eat the fruit. Looks like number 2 is going to have coming in on the lead up in the front, with Frank Valentino having the best position so far in 5th place or something. Followed by Alvin Sr. and Frank Valentino pauses for one. As Alvin Sr., the license to drive, wins the winning toss, he and Gary Coles are both heading for the 1 at the moment. And right now, John Miller is also flying now, and look at that! He took a shortcut after being left behind in the competition. That's number 7. We'll get to POS number 2 of this race. John Miller has actually come back from behind, and now he's in the lead. Frank Valentino, meanwhile, is getting last place as he makes his way to the top of the hill. And who will get the next command speed race? It is the license to drive out here in Senior that makes his second speed race. Curry trying to hold on number 8 for 4th place. Right now, John Miller is leading over Gary Coles, who is battling with number 2 for 2nd place. Over the rest of the pack, Gary Coles better hurry up. And down goes number 2. That's going to cause some serious damage. As number 1 gets the number 10. And down goes Alvin here in Senior. That's going to cause some serious damage. John Miller back up in front is the first to approach the wall. He should have an easy command in the wind and no one catch up to him. Let's see what happens in the early one. Next race belongs to Alvin Sr. That makes his first POS race. He's going to climb up the wall, but I don't think he'll make it all the way to John Miller. John Miller's going to be the first to approach the home stretch. If he can prevent anyone else from making it past, he is going to be back in the hunt for the 2018 season. Next POS belongs to Gary Coles, who's trying to catch up with number 2, and number 7 is going to rest. And Frank Valentino's going to rest, so he's going to be last place for a while. He's definitely not going to catch up at all. As number 7 will get another turn, that makes his next POS race. As John Miller prepares for another easy victory. He prepared with a shortcut, and thus he gets another win to coming back next season. Great job. And Frank Valentino is getting left behind still. As number 7 gets back to max POS, still leading Frank Valentino in the dust. By what it looks like, Gary Coles coming 2nd, and number 2 will come in 3rd, followed by number 8 and Alvin Sr. And I do believe Frank Valentino is going to get the last command POS. Yep, all the other superstars have finished, or he's expected to have the last POS. Yep, Frank Valentino, who is way behind the competition, expected to close out the POS race. Disappointed with last place. Alright, so John Miller is back on track towards qualifying for next year's 2018 roster. That's right, we'll be back with more song action after this, so stay tuned. Alright, we're almost halfway through week 16 by the represent race number 6. That's right, and it will feature the Crime Buster Rusty Williamson, Dave Miller of the Millitrators, Evan Ningo, and Chris Schneider of the Classic Go-Getters. Rusty Williamson did very well recently in his previous couple of races. Let's see if he can get another win towards qualifying for the 2018 season. Good luck to the four of you, and let's rock this place! And here comes the next four superstars busting down the line, trying to wow the crowd and the judges who are in Sacremento, California. Right now they're going to approach the palm trees. And let's see who will move on and who will dance to the beat. Let's find out right now. And it looks like Dave Miller's going to have command on the lead up in the front. Rusty Williamson and Christian are both dancing to the beat. And who will get the winning toss for this race? It is going to be made by number 2, that's Sue. He's heading for the water, trying to gain some ground. And right now, number 7 is getting all over last place early on the race. He's heading for the water, trying to gain some ground. And who will get speed bus number 2 in this race? It's going to be Evan Shandingo who gets it. And it looks like Dave Miller's going to rest. And number 2 is going to rest. That means Rusty Williamson will have command of the lead up in the front. Evan Shandingo trying to catch up to him in a hurry, as number 1 will get the next command speed bus, now leaving Christiana in the dust for 7th. And number 7 is going to rest. So he's better to drop down to last place for the second time in this race. Number 7 is getting left behind still as we approach the 1 minute mark. Who got the next speed bus? It is going to be made by the prototype wizard himself, Chris Schneider, one half of the classic go-getters, trying to hold on number 1 for 5th place. Right now, Rusty Williamson, the crime buster policeman, leads over number 2 by a short distance. Dave Miller right on the tail in 3rd place. Who will prepare in the very end? We'll find out soon enough. Next place belongs to number 7, and look at that, he needed some help because Evan Shandingo is pausing for one. So now Evan Shandingo drops down to last place over the competition all the way in the back. And now Christian I will get another turn, making his second speed bus to the base for the prototype wizard. And there goes Rusty Williamson, he's climbing up like crazy. And he's going to rest, but he should still have the lead of the competition. And number 5, yep, he's going to do it with the next command speed bus. Now he is leaving Dave Miller in the dust, following with number 2 for 2nd place. Dave Miller trying to catch up to Rusty Williamson in a hurry. And who will have the next one? It is Evan Shandingo. That makes his second speed bus to the race. And he's going to leave number 8 left behind because he was going to rest. Dave Miller has passed the lead for Rusty Williamson, but Rusty Williamson is catching up to him in a hurry. And he takes the lead back from Dave Miller. He's going to hold on this time. As number 7 gets hit his second speed bus to the race, you can tell he went up for the crime bus policeman. Rusty Williamson holds up Dave Miller at the very end. Number 5 wins by Rusty Williamson. Great job. And numbers 1 and 8 are getting left behind in the competition, like always. As number 7 spending the closest one out with back-to-back speed bus. That makes his first speed bus of the race. Alright, so Rusty Williamson now has 8 wins in his 2017 season. That's why if he keeps it up, he might eventually make it to the 2018 playoffs. We'll find out soon enough. Back in a bit, do not go away. Okay, it's now time for the second half, and here's Paul to tell us all about it. Thank you. For race number 7, we have both members of the class of the Go-Getters 2.0, Vicky Nelson and Rusty Instant Beatman Jackington, plus the old young Waldemar Gregson, and Glenn Murray, one of the fastest swimmers, top contender in swimming to be exact, and there's Logan a lot of for in this next segment. And right now, let's see who will win this one. We're up to the 4 players on the quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a challenge! Alright, so the second half here in week 16 is underway. And like we always say, anything can happen in the Chao Racing universe, and that's our motto, what we stick with. Right now on the 4, Chao are going to eat the fruit, and who's going to have command on the lead? It's going to be Vicky Nelson of the Go-Getters 2.0, followed in a close second by Walter Quickson. Glenn Murray is also catching up to them in a hurry, and it looks like Vicky Nelson is supposed to be heading for the water. As the first star to get speed bus on the second half of week 16, it's going to be none other than, all the way in the back, it's number 7, Natsu, and number 1, Paul. Better to drop down to last place over at the bridges. Now he's getting left behind in the competition all the way in back. And let's see who has Speedbus number 2 in this race. It's going to be Racing Intermediate Jackington, also a top contender in swimming, because it's in 3rd place behind Glenn Murray. Right now, Ricky Nelson currently has the lead, heading into the Sapphire portion of the course. And who will get the next command Speedbus? We're about to find right now. It's the old younger Walter Gregson, who won 2 titles in 2004 and 2016. Right now, numbers 1, 7, and 8 are getting left behind in the competition. They're battling for dear life. But let's get back to the old younger Walter Gregson. And looks like he's want to make a statement ahead of Ricky Nelson, or behind Ricky Nelson. Here comes Walter Gregson. There he goes. Down he goes. That's going to cause some serious damage. Now he's trying to fight with Ricky Nelson for the lead of the convoy. And the next video is going to be made by Rusty Intermediate Jackington of Go-Go's 2.0. That makes it second Speedbus race, and poor number 8 is getting left, 7 is getting left behind. Number 1 is also left behind. Which one got the next command Speedbus? It is number 1, so he will leave number 7 left behind in the dust. Meanwhile, Walter Gregson is going to be the first to approach the home stretch. Glenn Murray and Ricky Nelson trying to make a scene here, and another Speedbus by Rusty Intermediate Jackington. That makes 3 Speedbus for this race. Right now, Walter Gregson is at the home stretch, trying to wrap things up. As number 7 gets the next Speedbus, he's getting left behind the competition. It looks like Glenn Murray is catching up to them. He's going to make a statement as he approaches the goal line. And Glenn Murray is the winner, as Rusty Intermediate Jackington comes in 2nd place. And we have just enough time for 1 more Speedbus, and it will be made by Ricky Nelson. That makes it 4th place. Alright, so Glenn Murray now has 11 wins, so it's qualifying for the 2018 playoffs. That's right, coming out, we got more action for you, but first, let's look at this. Alright, Paul, let's simple it up. Race number 8 this week. Okay, Brandon, race number 8 will feature Chuck Dixon, Ryan Christian, Aaron Fabius was Steve Wickman of the Luck of the Irish, and Fred Harrison of the Dazzling Aces. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go. So here comes the next 4 superstars trying to earn a W towards qualifying for the 2018 playoffs, or at least coming back next season for the Chao Racing 2018. And there goes the palm trees. They're shaking down like crazy, and now they're gonna eat the fruit. And it looks like Fred Harrison is dancing to the beat, so he's gonna be left behind in the competition for a while. As the first superstar to get Speedbus is Chuck Dixon. He was going to rest, but he wakes up immediately. And the other 2, Chao, Ryan Christian, and Steve Winkman, are both heading for the water. Number 7 is getting left behind. He's heading for the water as well. And number 8 is going to rest, trying to get some attention here. As Chuck Dixon opens this one up with back-to-back Speedbus. Right now it is Steve Winkman on Fabius Warrior of the Luck of the Irish, who has command on the lead up in the front, ahead of Ryan Christian. He's making waves with his time at hill as the next Speedbus will be made by number 7, who now dominates over the 4 to Chao in the middle of the pack. And right now, number 8 is getting left behind, and number 2, Torrance for 1. So he's expected to join number 8 for dear life all the way to the back. We passed the 1 minute mark of this race, and who will get the next command Speedbus? It's back to Chuck Dixon, making his first Speedbus race, currently leaving the silver Chao in the dust. Meanwhile, Steve Winkman is trying desperately to have a little bit more room ahead of Ryan Christian. Let's see if he can keep it up in the early run. Next Speedbus belongs to number 7. A little more room ahead over the 4 to Chao. Number 1 is getting left behind. But numbers 2 and 8 are really way behind in the competition. One of them has to get a Speedbus, and I mean out. Which one of them will get the next command Speedbus? It's going to be number 8 who will get the next command Speedbus. That means he will leave number 2 left behind in the dust. And back a bit fun, Steve Winkman will be the first to approach the home stretch, and he should be one of the top swimmers in the league. And there he goes, as he swims like crazy. The next Speedbus will be made by number 1, who leaves the yellow silver Chao in the dust. as Island's Fabulous Warrior Stingray Man pulls out the competition by about a landslide. Great job by Stingray Man. Couple more speedrunners this race. The first of them we made by Ryan Christian. A little disappointed with the loss, but he'll still have second place. And numbers 2 and 8 are getting left behind in the competition. Let's see who will wind up with the last speedrunners. It will be made by number 1. That makes his second speedrunners race, and he can say farewell to the episode of Chao. So Stingray Man gets the job done. That's right, he might come out next season if he gets a couple more wins, and we'll present the best of the week's action after we hear a word from this. So we have just seen 8 of our exciting 12 races in the estimation, and some of them were exciting indeed. Still to come here in week 16 in Sacremento, Benny Moen, the Metro Cowboy, looks to retain his Superstar of the Week honors, but right now I send over to Paul to tell us all about race number 9. Take it away. Alright, for race number 9, we have the next generation of Superstar and one half of the Classic Go-Getters, Antonio Bennett. He'll be taking on the Harlem Shake Wiz, F1 Kingsley, Thomas Linklater, and representing one half of the Miller Traders, the oldest of the 4 Miller brothers, Harold Miller, who is the fastest of the 48 superstars here in the 48-man roster. Let's see what happens here. Everyone's on the clock, and let's have a Chao race. Alright, so right now Harold Miller is at 8 and 9. If he wins tonight, he will be at the 500 mark towards qualifying for the 2018 playoffs. We're coming back next year for 2018. And there goes Harold Miller busting down the line. The other 3 superstars are ready to eat through, and it looks like Thomas Linklater will have command of the next best standing behind number 2. Antonio Bennett is right on his tail, and it looks like number 2 is heading for the water. As the first superstar gets beat is Thomas Linklater, who leaves Antonio Bennett in the dust. F1 Kingsley also trying to catch up, along with number 1. As he will get speedrunners number 2 in this race, now catching up to Antonio Bennett in a battle for 5th place in one of the bridges. Meanwhile, number 8 is getting low in last place behind the pack. And F1 Kingsley's going to expect to drop down a couple of places as the next speedrunners will be made by number 1, who leaves number 8 in the dust, but he still has a lot of catching up to do. And back with front, Harold Miller looking to reach the 500 mark for the first time this season as he approaches the wall. No one is going to catch up to Harold Miller in a hurry. He's going to jump the 500 mark for sure this week. Next speedrunners belongs to number 8. He finally gets him out, but he's still way behind the competition, and Thomas Linklater pauses for him. That means he's going to drop down a couple of places due to that. And now number 2 pauses for more, trying to get some attention here. And who will get the next one? It is Thomas Linklater. That makes his second speedrunners race. Now I'm catching up to F1 Kingsley for second place. But Harold Miller has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. He is at the home stretch, and he's swimming away from his opponents. As the next speedrunners we made by Thomas Linklater. That makes his first speedrunners of the race. And right now, Antonio Bennett is getting left behind. Harold Miller is the winner as number 8 who has the next command of the speedrunners. That makes his second speedrunners race. Harold Miller surely made this race look nice and easy. He is now at the 500 mark in his 2013 season, 9 and 9 to be exact. And who got the next one? It is Antonio Bennett, not Sue, but he's better to wind up in 5th place. Numbers 1 and 8 have no hope for surviving whatsoever, and we have just enough time for one more speedrunner for this race, and it will be made by number 7, who leaves numbers 1 and 8 in the dust. So Harold Miller is now 9 and 9. He is now at the 500 mark. That's right, one more win and he'll be above 500. Let's see what happens in the early one. We'll be back in a bit. Do not go away. And now, Paul, it's time for race number 10 for the men's division. That's 5 race number 10 will feature Kenny Days of the Days Brothers, Eric Crosby, the Sheriff Outlaw, Dorman Finder, and OJ Upton on the License of Destiny. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Here we go. So who will earn the next victory here in Sacremento this week? Only time will tell, as the four shall make their way towards the palm trees. And it looks like someone is quarterback. I know number 1 is quarterback. I forget number 2 is pausing for a moment. By now, they're going to eat the fruit, and Norman Fighter is dancing to the beat. And there goes Kenny Days. He's going to have the upper hand of the Ford Chao at the current moment. He's going to approach the bridges. Will he gain some ground later on in the race? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar gets beat, this is number 2, who's trying desperately to get back in this one. And right now, number 1 really needed some catching up to do. And I think someone took a shortcut! I don't know! We'll find out soon, as number 7 takes next from SBS. Yes, Norman Finder has took a shortcut! He only has 3 wins so far this season, but now it looks like he might get win number 4 of his 2017 season. What a deal by his shortcut strategy! As the next speeders, as we approach the 1 minute mark, the next speeders will be made by OJ Upton, or OJ for short, coming up to number 7 for 5th place. Right now, numbers 1, they are getting left behind in the competition. And number 7 pauses for more. So to drop down the place. And it looks like number 1 taunts for a moment. And who got the next command speed bus? It is the Sheriff Outlaw, Eric Crosby, who's safely in 3rd place ahead of number 2. Right now it is Dorman Finder who has reached the top of the wall, heading past the waterfall and into the home stretch. I think he's going to get win number 4 out of the separating a long losses. Yeah, Dorman Finder's going to get a win finally. Next guest belongs to number 7, who leaves numbers 1 and 8 in the dust. Poor number 1 and poor number 8 are getting left behind. Well, looks like they're going to hit the wall. So the next speeder is going to be made by OJ Upton. That makes his 2nd speeder of the race, going into 4th place. And this race is all about Norman Finder. Norman Finder is the winner of this race. The shortcut paid off. He now has 4 wins up on his sleeve thanks to that win. That's number 2. Well, the next command yes, as OJ Upton is quarterback, and number 8 is quarterback. So he's better to join number 1 for the line. Numbers 1 and 8 are getting left behind for the 2nd time in this race. By the way, it looks at it, as number 1 is better to close on the speed bus. I should be able to quote off the speed. Yep, that's what I do it for this race. So Norman Finder, after many losses, finally gets another win on the board. That's right, he should be able to get back in the hunt to make the comeback next season. Coming up, we'll send the best of Week 16 action, but first have a look at this. Well, we're almost into our exciting main event for Week 16, but first, let's present race number 11. Alright, race number 11 will feature Kyle Richmond, the Amateur Fanatic, Will Inkson, the Full Black Fire, the Gunner Star Master, Garrett Dayton, and Black Guy Hunter Brown. The players are lined up ready to go, so everyone's on the clock, and please start the bus! And Hunter Brown's going. So let's watch Kyle, Will, and Garrett. These people have command of the opening edge up in the front. We'll soon find out which one of them will pay off or not in the early run. Right now, Kyle, Will, and Garrett are shaking the palm trees, bringing on that crunchy fruit, and now they're going to eat the fruit, and there they go, busting down the line. Garrett and Will are tighting neck to neck at the current moment. By the way, it looks at it, and it looks like all 3 of them are going to be heading for the water. As Kyle Richmond, who's taking a shortcut, wins the opening toss for this race, and he took a shortcut. Now he has command of the lead up in the front. Number 2 is getting left behind in the competition. He is trying to gain some ground in the early run. As BUS number 2 in this race, we made by Hunter Brown, trying to hold on number 7 over the bridges. Right now it is Will Inkson and Garrett Dayton who are fighting for 3rd place, but because I think someone else has took a shortcut, I don't know. As the next BS will be made by number 2, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Kyle Richmond is safely in the lead, but I think number 8 has also took a shortcut. We'll soon know as number 1, while the next command Beavers try to leave 100-pound ducks. Yep, it's number 8 who has the shortcut, so he's safely in second place. Ahead of Silver Chao. Next Beavers belongs to number 2. That makes his second Beavers to the race. Still trying to catch up to number 7. And right now, Will Wings and Garrett David are trying to catch up to number 8 for second place in the middle of the pack. But I don't think either one will be able to catch up to Kyle Richmond in a hurry. Who got the next Beavers? It is Hunter Brown, black guy that is. He is pausing for a moment. I don't think he'll get that win this week. And right now, Kyle Richmond is getting tailgated by number 8, heading into the home stretch. As number 2 finally gets to number 10. And he makes a pass for number 7 for the second time in this race. That makes his first Beavers of the race. And Kyle Richmond is going to lead number 8 in the nuts. He's going to win another easy victory with the competition. Kyle Richmond, the Amateur Fanatic, wins this one. As number 1 will get the next command Beavers. That makes his second Beavers in the race. And right now, number 7 is getting alone in last place, all the way behind the back. And we have just enough time for one more speed buzz on this race, and it'll be made by number 2, who leaves number 7 in the dust. So Kyle Richmond now has 8 wins this season. That's right, a couple more wins and he'll be in the hunt for sure. We'll be sent on main event in just a matter of months, but first have a look at this. Alright, Paul, it's time to present the main event for Week 16 in Sacremento, and the fans are loving it. Tell us why. For Week 16's main event, we have a returning champion, the Metro Cowboy Benny Moen, and today he'll be taking on the 2015 Rising Stars champion David Howley, along with the success dude Jeff Norris and Richard Hasselhoff. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! And this week's main event is presented by Samsung. Make us a great 4K UHD TVs, plus a handful of soundbars and home theater systems. Make Samsung your audio treatment. And right now, the 4 Chao are going to shake the palm trees. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And it looks like Rich Hasselhoff is dancing with the The other 3 Chao are off and running. Which one is going to be heading for water? It looks like it's going to be David Howley, the 2015 Rising Stars champion, who's going to be heading for the water. As the first superstar against Deepest is our returning champion, the Metro Cowboy, Benny Moen, who's trying to hold off David Jeff Norris at the bridges. Right now, a couple of Silver Chao are heading for the water, trying to gain some ground over at the water. They're swimming like crazy at the Cowboy. As BUS number 2 of Week 16's main event, presented by Samsung, will be made by Jeff Norris, the success dude. Right now, it is David Howley, the 2015 Rising Stars champion, who has come in the lead ahead of Jeff Norris and Benny Moen. But how was we will ask, we'll soon know, as the next BS will be made by number 8, who is way behind in the competition, desperately needs some help. I think he's going to need a lot more help than that, don't you think? Anyway, Richard Hasselhoff also trying to catch up in a hurry. Who got the next BS? It is number 1, Natsu. And now he leads over the 4 Silver Chao to come point. And right now, number 7, they are getting left behind on the competition. All the way in the back. I don't think I don't want to lose a speed bus for a while. And down goes number 8. That's what crazy. Back to number 1, and he regains control of the lead over 4 Silver Chao. And number 2. Meanwhile, David Howley's getting tailgated by Jeff Norris. Here comes the success dude. He wants to spoil the Wolf Puff's ride. Well, anyway, number 8 will get the next command because he can forget about leaving number 7 us, and David Howley's with us. That means the success dude, Jeff Norris, will have come in with the lead, up in the front. David Howley trying to make a statement as they both approach the home stretch. Right now, I said back to number 1, that makes his first BS race, and now he regains control of the 4 Silver Chao lead again. And right now, number 7 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in and back. As he will take the next previous race, looks like Jeff Norris is going to hold off David Howley back in the front. Jeff Norris holds off David Howley to win Week 16's main event. A successful win for the Success Dude by Jeff Norris. What a deal. He'll be back in Week 17 to try to do it again. Great job by Jeff Norris. As number 7, who continues to catch up with the others, spending the close of Week 16's main event with back-to-back speed bumps. And that's going to do it for this race. So we'll see Jeff Norris next week to try to do it again. That's my congratulations to him, and we'll present the winners of the races in just a moment more. So stay tuned.